Ryan's over there. Are we ready to roll? Good? Are they opposite? Oops. The letter Z. Good evening, families, friends, faculty, staff, administration, and the class of 2023. Woo! I am Dulcinea Kaufman, the Director and Chair of the Department of Nursing. And with me on stage, I'll first introduce our college president, Dr. Cheryl Lesser, and our Vice President of Academic Affairs, Lisa McCurley. I'm also going to introduce the faculty staff of the Department of Nursing. And if you, I know you don't want to stand, but I'm going to make you stand anyway. If you can please stand as I call your name, because I didn't number you so that people will know who you are. And I know the people in the audience are like, I've heard all about this person. I want to know who that is. Okay, so I'll start with, and Carrie doesn't want to stand. She's not on stage. But Carrie, please wave to everybody, because everybody knows Carrie Tice. Okay, so Carrie definitely needed applause. Everybody else, just wait until I'm done calling the names, or we'll be here like forever, right? Okay, so Dr. Barbie Lagagna, she is our from the class of 2011 as well. You're supposed to hold your applause. Professor Denise Caperton. Professor Erin Reagan. She is also class of 2008. Professor Kelly McDonough. Professor Lori Mancuso. Dr. Nancy DeSoto. Professor Sarah Rayburn, class of 2012. And Professor Kim Mihalik, who just yesterday was awarded the President's Award for Outstanding Adjunct. So we are very fortunate to have a great group of faculty and staff. This is a very proud moment for everyone here tonight. It's been our pleasure to work with this class over the past several years, and this evening's ceremony is a very special way to memorialize the entire experience. This year's pinning ceremony is dedicated to Kathlena Meets, who graduated from our nursing program last year. She was the secretary of the Great Bay Student Nurses Association, otherwise known as GBSNA, and was awarded the GBSNA Outstanding Student Award. After a short time of practicing as a nurse, she has unexpectedly found herself needing to pause her career and be the recipient of nursing care. Please see the back of the program for information on how to make a blood donation in her honor. Kathlena is a strong, vibrant person who loves nursing, and she is touched to be thought of by everyone tonight. I would also like to start by acknowledging the hard work of the pinning committee in putting together this year's event with their advisor, Dr. Barbie Lagagne. Would the pinning committee please stand and be recognized? There are many others here tonight who are essential to the continuing success of our students and our nursing program, who I also want to acknowledge. Our college staff from admissions, CAPS, library, the entire one-stop area, advising, and student life. Our faculty from biological sciences, who are also the pre-nursing advisors, English, math, liberal arts, please stand and be recognized. Come on, I know you're out there. Stand up. Thank you for standing, Catherine. We also have members of our Nursing Advisory Committee and partner healthcare agencies here tonight as well, and so I also want to give you a round of applause and thank you as well. And the last group I'd like to acknowledge is the Great Bay Student Nurses Association. If members of the board and associated committees could please stand. GBSNA has been led by their president, Heather Burwell, this past year, and their focus was on increasing connection amongst nursing students. GBSNA attended the class of 2024 nursing orientation last May, and welcomed the incoming class with gift bags, helped put together lab packs in the summer, and had a welcome back barbecue in August. Several attended the college's leadership retreat in September, and 4 members represented Great Bay at the National Student Nurses Association Convention in Nashville, Tennessee this past April with their advisor, Dr. Nancy DeSoto. They had incredible fundraising efforts, spearheaded by Allison Gifford, some of which funded tonight's event, and collectively completed 100 hours of community service this year. This is the 3rd straight year that GBSNA has been awarded the 100 Hours Award from the college. Thank you to Dr. DeSoto and Professor Carrie Marchand for your leadership with the group this year. Although she was not able to attend the Student Leadership Awards banquet earlier this week, Heather Burwell was awarded the GBSNA Outstanding Student Award. In addition to the above activities, Heather was also asked to serve as the student trustee for the Community College System of New Hampshire Board of Trustees and consistently participated in their monthly meetings and activities. She volunteered at open houses and was the student representative for the Nursing 2 course. Heather, please come to the stage to receive your certificate. I will now share with you the history of the pinning ceremony. Nursing is a profession that connects us to each other and our patients in profound ways during difficult times. Today, May 12th, is the birthday of the founder of modern nursing, Florence Nightingale. Although she died over 100 years ago at the age of 90, her legacy is very much connected to the present day with the recent COVID pandemic and the war in Ukraine. Florence Nightingale was one of the first people to figure out that hand washing and keeping patients and patient care areas clean were the keys to preventing the spread of infection. She discovered this while keeping careful research as a military nurse during the Crimean War, Crimea being once part of the Ukraine. Florence Nightingale was awarded the Royal Red Cross by Queen Victoria for her exemplary military nursing service during the Crimean War. In that same spirit, Florence Nightingale initiated awarding a medal to her brightest students. That gradually became a tradition to pin all graduates of a nursing program, which brings us to tonight. It is now my pleasure to invite our college president, Dr. Cheryl Lesser, to share her address.
I'm very, very proud, very excited to add my welcomes tonight and also to add my thank yous. I've been here just over a year, and last year graduation went by in a flash. Pinning went by in less than a flash, and I didn't get to enjoy it the same way this year because I've met most of you, and some of you I've spent a lot of time with, especially Heather. Thank you for sitting with me at the board meetings, which can range from 4, 5, 6 hours. So it was very nice to have somebody there who was amazingly impressive. So if you get a chance, but I know you already know this because each of you here is attached to one of these most amazing individuals of the class of 2023. You are the best of the best. You are out there becoming the first responders for this region and beyond. And if you know my personal story, some of you may already be in it, I rely on your services and your colleagues' services. So I know how hard you work, I know what you're going to face, and thank you. Thank you so much for the profession that you have chosen. And I have to add the thank yous to the folks that are here behind me, that are out in the audience, that have supported you, that have taught you, and then the friends and family that, have you seen them recently? All right, you're about to, I think. Thank you for being there in the wings to make sure that today happened. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. And the last thing I want to say is I hope I don't see you out in your profession, but I do hope I see you here and I see you at a restaurant with a big smile on your face and telling me, Cheryl, this career is just amazing. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you, Dr. Lesser. It is now my pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Rebecca Greason.
Good afternoon. Thank you guys so much for being here. It means so much to us. My name is Rebecca, and I never in my wildest dreams thought that I would be a nurse. I was a Thank you. I was a professional housewife with a 5-year-old, and I was expecting my son when my life completely changed with the diagnosis of leukemia for my husband, Jeff. Throughout his 2-year battles with cancer and the complications that came with it, the nurses that took care of him were amazing. They went above and beyond. Their kindness and compassion left a lasting impression on me. They didn't just take care of Jeff. They took care of our entire family. The course of my life changed once again when Jeff peacefully passed. Eventually, I decided I wanted to go back to school. Jeff had been at a local rehab hospital, and I had noticed Great Bay nursing students there, and I'd heard great positive comments about the program's quality. So I started taking prerequisites for the Great Bay nursing program. And before I knew it, I was a Great Bay nursing student at that very same nursing facility that I had first seen those students. And it was absolutely terrifying. This is only my story. We have our own experiences and life events that caused each of us to embark on the journey that brought us to this room today. My first clinical group is still really close. I'm sure most of you are close with your first clinical groups. I think that the condition is called trauma bonding. Our group stuck together through thick and thin. There was a situation at our very first clinical rotation where an occupational therapist became angry at one of the students. She snitched to the lead nurse who came to talk to the student. But because we were all in identical scrubs, had goggles and masks on, and had our hair pulled back, she didn't know who to scold. So she just gave the whole group a good talking to. And everyone just smiled, nodded solemnly, and took the blame. Nobody pointed fingers or threw anybody under the bus. Sorry. And to this day, the identity of that student is a well-kept secret. But for the right price, maybe if you come cook and clean for me while I study for the NCLEX, I might be convinced to tell you who it was. These people were strangers to me 2 years ago, and now I can't get through a single day without talking to them. I think that the nursing school TikToks that they sent and the daily texting are what really got us through. During just our last semester, with an exam right around the corner, one of the girls texted our group chat. I was driving my kids to school, and the text played out loud in the car. It read, "My motivation is in the toilet. This is bad." My 12-year-old looked up from drawing and said, "Geez, that's one time when you definitely don't want to flush." The isolation of the pandemic caused our clinical groups to become even closer because we were the only peers that we knew. Everybody else was just a name on a Zoom lecture after Zoom lecture after Zoom lecture after Zoom lecture. And then second semester was like culture shock. Coming back to school, most of us had been in our pajamas or scrubs for months. Do you remember the assigned seating, contact tracing? Such fun times. And also if we sniffled, sneezed, coughed, had the hiccups or a hangnail, we had to notify the COVID response team and then follow the ever-changing guidelines for quarantining or social distancing or whatever the current trends happened to be at the time. As freshmen, we would stand outside the lecture hall watching the seniors walk by, wishing we were seniors walking by. And then we were the seniors walking by at a time of morning when most of us would rather be in bed. It's really hard to believe that we're here, but we did it. We did it. And every single person in this entire room should be proud. Whether you're a graduate, a family member, a faculty, or friend, we achieved this incredible task together. This experience has not just molded us into registered nurses. It has instilled in our hearts empathy, integrity, and a camaraderie that will last a lifetime. I am honored to be graduating with all of you. Thank you.
So this class of 2023 has inspired us so much that we actually created 2 new awards. So none of the pitting committee knew about this. These are some secret things. In Kim Mihalik knows all about our secret sneaky things, because I got her to go to our all-college meeting yesterday by telling her that Dr. Lesser wanted some more adjunct involvement in our all-college meetings. So she said, oh, I'll be there, because Kim is just so passionate about Great Bay, and that's how I got her there to get her award in person. So Rebecca, the Nightingale Award for Professionalism and Academic Excellence. This award is presented to a senior nursing student who, throughout the nursing program, has consistently demonstrated excellence in the classroom and clinical areas, as well as provides mentorship and service within the college community. Our recipient, Rebecca, has been a tutor for Human Anatomy and Physiology 1, Human Anatomy and Physiology 2, Microbiology, and Nursing. She volunteered at college events, including several high school integration days, and serves as the mentoring chair for GBSNA. You've already heard a bit about Rebecca from her speech, but I'm going to share another anecdote. This is how Rebecca first came on the scene to me knowing about her. On the second day of her maternal newborn clinical rotation, Rebecca was able to participate as a nursing student with a laboring mom and her family, ultimately being present for the birth. It was a difficult delivery, and the family was so impressed with the care that Rebecca provided that the very same day that the baby was born, his happy grandmother sent me an email commending Rebecca's care. I have never received an email from a family member of a loved one, but this really exemplifies the type of impact that Rebecca has on her patients and the people around her. So congratulations. All right, I said there's 2 awards, so there's a second award too. All right, I'm going to make you come up too, if Rebecca had to stand here that whole time. J1. The Nightingale Award for Exemplary Clinical Practice. This is presented to a senior who displayed exceptional professionalism, confidence, and critical thinking ability in each of the clinical areas, demonstrating compassion, inquisitiveness, and self-motivation. This year's recipient, J1 Horton. Either during or after every single clinical rotation, and I've told this to J1 before, so he's heard this, I would hear from faculty about Jay and the special connections that he made with his patients. Professor Kim Mihalik wrote of his medical surgical rotation, Jay is easily one of the most gifted and hardworking students I've had the pleasure of teaching. One of the most memorable moments of the rotation happened when I went to seek Jay for a procedure I wanted him to have experience with. I found him with his bedbound elderly patient who had a debilitating and painful disease process, complex wounds, and in need of total care. Jay had a comb and was tenderly and patiently combing out over 6 weeks of knots in the patient's hair because no one had had the time to attend to her hair given her complex medical processes. He had washed her hair, untangled it, and braided it so that it would not get tangled again. He worked on it over an hour. The time, attention, and compassion Jay demonstrates is unparalleled in my experience. He could easily be in pursuit of the most exciting learning opportunities, which he frequently did. However, in that moment, he chose the most humble and basic of tasks to demonstrate care to a very lonely and suffering patient. So J1, I present you the Nightingale Award for Exemplary Clinical Practice. That was convenient. You guys were both in the front row, too. We'll have to remember that for next year. We have now reached the actual pinning part of the ceremony. So the logistics will be that the students will stand one row at a time, and you're going to take your directions from Meredith, who is one of our wonderful new members of the Great Bay Student Nursing Association and a wonderful leader. And let's see, sorry, I got sidetracked here. The student's name will be announced, and while their sentiments are being read, I will pin the student, and you can read about the significance of the pin and the design in the program. I now invite Professor Dr. Nancy DeSoto to the podium to read the pinning sentiments.
I am not Dulcinea's height. Good evening. I'm very honored to be able to read the sentiments. Are we ready? Melinda Bailey. Thank you to my nursing squad for the laughs and diehard support. We made it. To Kim and Lori for seeing my best even when I couldn't see it for myself. To my mama for absolutely everything forever and always. And to my love and my sons, this is for us. Your patience, encouragement, and support are truly astonishing. Michaela Boyer. I wouldn't have survived nursing school without all the love and support I received in the last 2 years. To my mom, Jameson, Brendan, Nana, and Papa, and the girls, I love you more than you know. Thank you for everything. Heather Burwell. Heather would like to thank her family for supporting her through the last 4 years. The last weekends, the late dinners, early wake-ups, and all of the stress. We did it, guys. Love you to the moon and back. Heather would like to also thank her Great Bay Student Nurse Association family for always supporting her wild ideas. Thank you, Nancy and Carrie, for not kicking her out of your offices every time she came up with a new pitch, with an idea, brainstorm, or just working through a problem. It's meant more than you know. Kendra Cormier. I would like to thank all of my family and friends who have supported and encouraged me over the last 2 years during my continuous frantic state. A very special thank you to my fiance, Damien, for being so patient and supportive. You are truly exceptional, and none of this could have been done without you. A special thanks to my mom for never thinking twice about dropping everything to help out. And of course, thank you to my little girl, Kinsley, for inspiring me to do my best. Alberta Kuna. I can't thank my loving husband, family, and friends enough for taking this ride with me, and to my beautiful children. You are never too old to set goals or to dream new dreams. The sky is the limit. Always reach for the stars. Alana Drew. I would like to thank my lovely parents for supporting me throughout all my endeavors, my boyfriend Todd for being my rock while in this program, and all of the amazing staff here at GBCC who continue to make this program successful. Hannah Dubosc. Thank you, Andrew, for being the most supportive partner. Thank you, Mom. You've been my biggest inspiration and motivation to become a nurse. And Pat, for being by my side every step of the way, never failing to tell me how proud of you are. Thanks to all of the friends who've gone through this next to me for the support, the craziness, the laughs, and the safe spaces. Thanks to my big family, your love and support has been crucial. The journey continues. You're welcome. Alyssa Dulong. To my mom and dad, thank you for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself and helping me pursue the dream of becoming a nurse. Mom, you truly inspired me to become a nurse, and I am proud to follow in your footsteps. To the girls, I'm beyond thankful this program brought us together. I would not have made it without your support and friendship. You are all going to be amazing nurses, and I am proud to call you all my friends. To Chris, thank you for showing me love when I needed it most and unwavering support and patience throughout the roller coaster that is nursing school. Charlie Eaton. Charlie would like to thank his family, friends, professors, and GBSNA. Thank you to the friends who reminded me of due dates and kept me sane. Thank you to Mom and Dad for all the love and support. I appreciate all of it more than you know. Love always, Charlie. Betsy Felker. For Laura, Shirley, Robin, Jim, and all of my friends who completed this program before me and helped me along the way. I couldn't have done this without you. I love you all so much. Now let's go celebrate. Allison Gifford. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Thank you, Mom and Dad, my grandmother, my best friend, Callie, my future in-laws, Steve and Stacy, and the love of my life, Stephen. Stephen, the one time you'll hear it, you were right about me getting through nursing school. Rebecca Greason. Annabelle, your creativity lights up my life. Jeremy, your loving kindness brightens my days. I am so blessed to be your mom. Thank you to the girls. You believed in me when I didn't have the energy to believe in myself. And to my amazing Lorenzo, you picked up the pieces of my grieving heart and helped me realize that I could have love after loss. Thank you for becoming part of our family. I could not have done this without your selfless support and constant encouragement. I adore you. Hayden Gunnell. Hayden would like to thank all of the friends he's made through the program and his mother for helping him make it through the last 2 years. Jawan Horton. I would like to thank my girlfriend Kara and parents Michael and Shelley for their endless love and support these past 3 years. They kept me going through the challenges and ups and downs of nursing school. I would also like to thank my girlfriend's parents Joss and Kendra for all of their love and encouragement as well. Caitlin Hoyt. Thank you to my brothers, my parents, and my best friends. I couldn't have accomplished this without your love, support, and belief that I could do this, even when I sometimes forgot. To the friends I made along the way, I feel lucky to know you. I wouldn't have stayed sane without our group. I'm so proud of us. Samantha James. I would like to thank my family for their support, including my mom and dad, Penny and Steve, and my bonus parents, Rose and Steve. I'm especially grateful to my husband, Tim, for his endless patience and always keeping the coffee pot running for those early clinical mornings. Also, thanks to my son, Felix, for being a good baby and letting me study during nap time. I love you all. Kristen Kephart. Thank you to my family for the constant love and support. Craig, thank you for always believing in me. Molly, Jack, and Corinne for all the study sessions. Mom, my biggest cheerleader, thank you for every dinner you made. Thank you, Jesus, for the daily support of determination and perseverance. We did it. Brandon LaRusso. I would like to thank my lovely wife for all the sacrifices and love she freely gave throughout this 2-year journey, my parents for their unconditional support, my mother-in-law for her words of encouragement, to my classmates who went through this program with me, and to my beautiful daughter who I love. Above all, I thank my Lord and my God, Jesus Christ, who deemed it good for me to start this journey and despite all my shortcomings, fears, and doubts, carried me through to the very end. Amanda Lucas. Thank you to my family. You are my backbone and my armor. This is for you. And thank you to Michelle Merrill for making me feel less invisible. Shelby Mash. Shelby would like to thank her children, Jaden, Liliana, and Warwick, for always being her motivation to continue bettering herself, her husband Samuel for supporting her unconditionally, and the rest of her friends and family for always believing in her. Michelle Merrill. Her family for their unconditional love, support, and encouragement. Her husband, Roy, for enduring the chaos and for modeling what it means to be an exceptional nurse. You are an inspiration every day. A very special thank you to her mom in heaven for always being her loudest cheerleader, sending her strength and lighting the way. Most importantly, she would like to thank God. Through him, all things are possible. Jordan Messier. I'd like to thank my mom and dad for constantly checking on me during this journey. Memair and Bampy for their unconditional support, Chris for holding our family together, which allowed me to achieve my dreams, and my sweet Elsie girl, who is my reason every day to be better. Nancy, Lori, and Kim, who never let me doubt myself, and the amazing friends I've made, I thank you all. Shannon Obrey. Thank you to the friends found in the program. I wouldn't have survived without the collective panicking and dark humor we shared. I'd also like to thank my emotional support wine opener. You've earned a vacation. And most importantly, I would like to thank my husband, who encouraged me to start this endeavor and supported me each day without wavering. You continue to believe in me when I doubt myself. Sarah Plant. Thank you to Tim, Becky, my study buddies, my family, and everybody who supported me throughout it all. Jessica Plant. Thank you to my parents. We did this. It was a collaborative effort, and I couldn't have done it without your continued support. Thank you, Mike, for coming on this emotional roller coaster with me and believing in me when I didn't always believe in myself. Grateful for the amazing friends I have made in the program who shared in both the laughs and the anxiety. Finally, thank you to my daughter for being my greatest motivation. Beth Ratchdorf. I'd like to thank Matt for being brave enough to start a relationship with someone entering the nursing program and strong enough to endure the roller coaster. Your support and love are amazing. My sons for giving me needed hugs and for continuing to answer my calls even though they knew I needed help with my computer or proofreading a paper. And my sisters for being role models and inspiring me. Morgan Randall. I want to thank my family and boyfriend for supporting and believing in me. I also want to thank my friends Shelby and Jordan for always having my back. Carrie Rich. I want to thank my husband, Scott, for supporting me and giving me this time to pursue my dreams. My boys, William and Sam, for always believing in me. My hope was to demonstrate that it's never too late to follow your dreams. Lastly, I want to thank my family and friends for all the love and support you have shown through the years. It's greatly appreciated. Carly Rodriguez. I would like to thank my family, my mom and dad, for always being there for me. But without my 3 friends I made throughout this journey and our Anxiety Angels chat group, I simply would not have made it to today. Thank you, Abby, Shannon, and Aaron. You've been my rock. Cameron Rova. I would like to thank my parents, friends, and study buddies for always being there and supporting me. I couldn't have done it without all of you. Aaron Wenker. I am so thankful for the support from my parents, my boyfriend, and my school family. You gave me the strength and motivation to get me here today, and I'm forever grateful for all of you. Abigail White. I would like to thank my family for all their support and encouragement, my fiance Chris for all his love and support throughout these past 2 years, and all the new friends that I have made throughout this program. Abby Zwart. I would like to thank my family for all their support, especially my grandmother. I would not be here without her, and she was so excited to be here with me today. Thank you, Mimi, for always believing in me.
Next, we're moving into the candle lighting and the reading of the Florence Nightingale Pledge. So yes, you can get those candles ready and get your pledge in the right spot, and the page is there. It's in the program. This part of the ceremony also dates back to Florence Nightingale's experience during the Crimean War. She was known as the Lady of the Lamp as she cared for the injured soldiers at night, carrying a lamp to light her way. The lamp is now considered the international symbol of nursing. Students, you may light your candles. Good, you've already done it. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the stage, or you're already on the stage, sorry, Professor Lori Mancuso, who will lead the class in the Florence Nightingale Pledge. That, again,
be careful with those candles, okay? I pledge myself here. Are you repeating back with me?
stand up.
I'll try it again. I pledge myself here in the presence of this assembly to practice my profession with integrity. I will endeavor to maintain and elevate the standard of nursing both as a science and an art. I wholeheartedly recognize the importance of high standards of care and personal accountability. And I devote myself to the healing, protection, and welfare of those committed to my care. I accept duty to work for improvement of health in the communities in which I work. I will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and will respect the privacy of medical information. I will act with compassion in ethical matters. I commit to interdisciplinary collaboration and lifelong learning. I fully acknowledge the seriousness of the responsibility that I accept in my calling and the significance of this pledge that I take today. I fully acknowledge Congratulations. Welcome to the profession.
One last set of instructions for our class of 2023. As you leave, as you process out, if you can just pick up your pinning box from Meredith outside of this room. And Meredith, are you leading them out? Are you telling them which way to go? Which way are they supposed to go, Barbie? That way? And you're following, and Melinda's going first? Melinda's going first. Okay. That way we're going the proper way. So that concludes our pinning ceremony for the class of 2023. Please stand for the recessional. Cue music.